around the world on the impact of Covid-19 pandemic in Africa and also in Nigeria. Here are the following updates we have at the moment. At the global level, confirmed cases are 3,277,475. Deaths recorded are 232,006, while we have 1,033,115 recoveries. In Africa, the confirmed cases we have are 37,391, with 1,598 deaths and 12,213 recoveries. For Nigeria, currently, the confirmed cases are 1,728, with 51 deaths and 307 recoveries. Let's give you the developing stories across the world and in Nigeria around the COVID-19 period. The UK government is focused on May 7, when a review of social distancing measures to fight the coronavirus outbreak is due. A spokesman for Prime Minister Mr. Boris Johnson said. Mr. Johnson, who chaired his first meeting of his top ministers today after falling ill with the COVID-19, received an update on the crisis from his chief scientific advisor and chief medical officer. Work is ongoing on the lockdown measures at the moment. According to him, we don't want to relax the social distancing measures or do anything that could lead to the virus, which the British public has done so much to suppress, being spread in an exponential way again, and that will guide our approach on the way forward, the spokesman to the Prime Minister told reporters. The date we are working towards is May 7. That is the date for the next review of social distancing measures. That is where minds are focused on at this point. Let's get on to some health story. Pfizer, one of the leading global pharmaceutical firms, aims to make 10 to 20 million doses of the coronavirus vaccine it is developing with Germany's BioNTech company by the end of 2020 for possible emergency use depending on trial results. The U.S. drug maker's vaccines head said, "Of course, we need to see and wait to see how the vaccine's efficacy and safety is demonstrated, hopefully in the coming months," Nanette Cosero, the global head of Pfizer Vaccines, said in a conference call. "But assuming that is demonstrated, we are looking to ramp up manufacturing rather quickly to have around 10 to 20 million doses by the end of this year, which are expected to then, of course, be used in an emergency type setting." Some hope coming still in the area of vaccines to address the COVID-19 pandemic. Still in the U.S., looking at the economy, more than 30 million people in the U.S. have filed unemployment claims since mid-March after parts of the economy were shut down to stem the spread of novel coronavirus. The U.S. registered an additional 3.8 unemployment claims last week, according to the data released by the Department of Labor on Thursday, as the economy reels from the coronavirus pandemic. The figure comes on top of more than 26 million claims already filed since mid-March, amid efforts by the government to shut down parts of the economy to stem the spread of the virus. That is from the U.S. Now let's get to Nigeria. The National Bureau of Statistics released the second quarter of 2019 updates and results of the real GDP for the year 2019 too. So let's begin with knowing that Nigeria's real GDP at basic prices grew by 2.12% on a year-on-year basis. Growth accelerated further in the third and fourth quarters by 2.28% and 2.55% in 2019. The steady increase in quarterly growth resulted in an annual growth rate of 2.27% for 2019, compared to 1.91% in 2018 on a year-on-year basis. Compared to the second quarter of 2018, the performance in 2019 indicated an increase of 0.61 points, while the third and fourth quarters were 0.47 percent points and 0.17 percent points higher, respectively, than the corresponding quarters of 2018. Looking at household income expenditure, in second quarter, third quarter, and fourth quarter, it grew by minus 1.33%, minus 3.7%, and 0.38% in real terms year-on-year. For 2019, the annual growth rate in real household consumption expenditure stood at minus 2.40% compared to 4.63% in 2018. Government consumption expenditure recorded growth rates at 11.92%, 16.20%, and 5.41% in Q2, Q3, and Q4 respectively, year-on-year, while annual growth rates stood at 15.04% against 39.85% in 2018. Looking at net exports, it recorded positive growth rates in all 4 quarters of 2019, a departure from the trend in 2018, while no change was recorded in second quarter of 2019. Net exports grew in real terms in third and fourth quarter by 17.94% and 3.4% respectively on an annual basis. Net exports grew by 7.64% in 2019 compared to 17.45% recorded in 2018. Looking at national disposable income, it grew by 1.44% in the second quarter of 2019, but recorded negative growth in the third quarter, minus 0.61%, and in fourth quarter, minus 1.46% on a year-on-year basis. For 2019, growth in national disposable income stood at 0.38% compared to minus 1.03% in 2018. In 2019, the gross domestic product grew in real terms by 2.27% year-on-year. This was a significant improvement compared to 1.91% recorded in 2018 and 0.82% recorded in 2017. This report, published on ProShare, is from the National Bureau of Statistics. And that will be all for tonight's COVID-19 updates and part of our Chronomics Discuss. You can visit our website www.proshareng.com to get more updates on our news stories and videos. In this period, ProShare, Nigeria's leading information hub, has packaged for you a platform that gives you credible and reliable market data and analysis of the impact of COVID-19 on the global and Nigerian economy. All you need to do is to log on to proshareng.com/COVID-19 and you can get all those data and analysis you need. You can also follow our social media platforms showing on the screen for further updates on our market reports. Till we come your way again, thank you for watching, have a nice day, and stay safe.